Have you ever wondered where the moon came from? Picture this, our planet, Earth, in its early days, colliding with a celestial body almost the size of Mars. This event is what we refer to as the giant impact hypothesis. This dramatic collision, happening roughly 4.5 billion years ago, was so powerful that it sent a cloud of debris into space. This debris over time coalesced and formed what we now lovingly call the moon. So, contrary to any cheese-related theories you may have heard, the moon is actually a chunk of the Earth's own body, a silent witness to our planet's violent past and a testament to the forces that shape the cosmos. So next time you gaze up at the moon, remember it's a piece of the Earth's history floating in the sky. Did you know the moon is running away from us? That's right, our celestial companion isn't as close as it used to be. Once upon a time, the moon was much closer to Earth, almost sibling-like in proximity. But as the years passed, it began to edge away. Now, it's gradually increasing its distance from us at a rate of 3.78 centimeters per year. This might sound like an insignificant number at first, but imagine, over a span of 1 billion years, that's approximately 23,000 miles. That's almost the distance around the Earth. If you're wondering why this is happening, it's due to the gravitational interaction between the Earth and the moon. This interaction is causing the moon to gain a little bit of energy and move slightly away from us. As this trend continues, the moon will appear smaller and smaller in our night sky. So when you look up at the moon tonight, remember it's slowly, but surely, making its great escape. So as years pass, the moon's face will appear smaller in our night sky. Ever wondered what space smells like? Well, it's not all vacuum and void. In fact, the moon has a peculiar scent. Astronauts who have had the chance to walk on the lunar surface reported that moon dust carries a smell akin to gunpowder. Yes, gunpowder. But that's not all. This lunar dust also caused what's known as lunar hay fever among the astronauts. A little bit of space drama, wouldn't you agree? One could say the moon has a blast of a fragrance. The moon's weather forecast is quite extreme. Imagine a place where temperatures can skyrocket to a scorching 123 degrees Celsius, hotter than the boiling point of water. Then, in the absence of the sun's warmth, the same spot can plummet to a bone-chilling negative 233 degrees Celsius, colder than any temperature ever recorded on Earth. This stark contrast in temperature is due to the moon's lack of atmosphere. So remember, the moon is not a place for a casual vacation. The moon's surface tells a story, a tale etched in time and space scribed by cosmic forces beyond our comprehension. You see, the moon's craters aren't just pockmarks. They're windows into the past, providing us with invaluable insights into the history of our solar system. Picture this. A rogue asteroid, a lonely wanderer of the cosmos, hurtles towards the moon. Impact, an explosion of rock and dust leaving behind a crater, a permanent record of the event. By studying these craters, we can piece together the chaotic early years of our solar system, a time when celestial bodies were in a constant game of cosmic pinball. Not only that, but these craters also help us understand the moon's own history. From its violent birth through a colossal collision to the countless impacts it has weathered over the past 4.5 billion years. Each crater, each scar, reveals a piece of the moon's past. So next time you gaze up at the moon, remember, you're not just looking at a celestial body, you're looking at a history book, written in craters. Each crater is a chapter in the cosmic history book. The moon is a shy celestial body. It has a peculiar habit known as tidal locking, a gravitational interaction where the moon's rotation period matches its orbital period. This means it takes the same amount of time for the moon to make one full orbit around the Earth as it does for it to complete one full spin on its axis. So what's the consequence of this ballet of celestial synchrony? Well, it results in the moon showing the same face to the Earth at all times, like a child hiding behind a parent in a game of peekaboo. Yes, the far side of the moon, often inaccurately called the dark side, remains perpetually hidden from our view. This one-sided love affair between the Earth and the moon has been going on for billions of years. We're always looking at the same lunar landscape, the same familiar pattern of lunar maria and craters that have inspired countless myths, stories, and songs. So we only ever see one side of the moon. Talk about playing hard to get. The moon has a strong pull on Earth. Quite literally, in fact. This celestial body, our closest neighbor in the vast expanse of space, exerts a gravitational force that has a profound impact on our planet. This force is so strong that it causes the Earth to bulge slightly in the direction of the moon. This phenomenon, known as tidal bulges, is a direct result of the moon's gravitational pull. These tidal bulges have a significant influence on the Earth's oceans, causing the rise and fall of tides. When the moon's gravity pulls on the Earth's water, it creates a high tide. As the Earth rotates, the area experiencing high tide changes, which is why we experience 2 high tides and 2 low tides each day. But it's not just our oceans that feel the moon's pull. The land beneath our feet also experiences these tidal bulges, though to a much lesser extent. It's a subtle dance of celestial bodies that, despite the vast distances involved, links the Earth and the moon in a continuous gravitational embrace. The moon, though far away, still makes waves here on Earth. Water has been discovered on the moon. This breakthrough discovery has sparked a flurry of excitement in the scientific community. It's not just because water is essential for life as we know it, but it also opens up the possibility of establishing future lunar bases. Imagine a habitat on the moon where astronauts can live and work. The presence of water could potentially mean we could create fuel, grow food, and sustain life, right there, on our closest celestial neighbor. The moon, once thought barren, may hold the key to future space exploration. The moon has played a crucial role in human history. Its luminous presence has guided travelers in the dark of night and inspired countless stories and myths. But did you know the moon once saved Christopher Columbus from starvation? Yes, it's true. On his 4th voyage, Columbus used his knowledge of an upcoming lunar eclipse to convince the indigenous people to provide food and shelter, thus averting a disaster. The moon, a silent observer, has been a savior in disguise. The moon is set to become humanity's next frontier. With its dusty surface and silent, unchanging landscape, the moon has long been an object of fascination, and now it's on the brink of becoming a new ground for scientific discovery. Plans are in motion to establish scientific bases on the moon, turning science fiction into science fact. These lunar bases would serve as hubs for research, exploration, and potentially a stepping stone for further space travel. NASA, the pioneers of lunar exploration, aim to return astronauts to the moon by the late 20s. This bold endeavor will not only mark a triumphant return, but also pave the way for a new era of lunar exploration. So, as we look up at the night sky, let's imagine the footprints that will soon mark the moon's surface once again. The moon, our closest celestial neighbor, may soon become our second home.